Hi guys, Kas&Co podcast here.
Yeah.
Episode 25, I believe. This is going to be an NBA Central
Yeah!
podcast. We got a lot to talk about.
NBA.
What are we? 2 days after the draft,
Yep.
right here. We're going to talk about the NBA draft. We're going to talk about free agency. It's coming up.
Anthony Davis trade,
and
downfall of the Celtics.
Did we talk about Davis trade?
We didn't
yet?
even talk
No,
about
we
the-
didn't.
when the
All right,
finals
so we got a
ended.
lot to talk about.
We didn't
here.
even talk about the
Yeah,
end of the
we'll
finals.
touch upon the finals, which I mean, we had a podcast before and it was pretty much wrapped up. But yeah. So let's talk about the draft. No surprise, top three: Williamson, Morant, and R.J. Barrett.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Start off here.
Okay.
Out of those three guys, who's gonna have the best career?
I'm gonna say.
A lot of people are saying Barrett.
I know
They think he's NBA ready.
It's very tempting to say Barrett.
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm gonna say
Zion.
Zion.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I think.
He's got a good spot in New Orleans. So
Yeah, that's why. And it's. I don't know. I just think a guy with that stature. You know.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Like Barkley.
He's the face of the franchise now. I don't
Yep.
know. You know.
I really think Ja Morant
Wow.
is
Really?
gonna be unbelievable. I think his game translates so well.
I think he could. He's boom
the
or bust.
modern NBA.
I think he's boom.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
you
really-
know what else you said?
What?
You said the same thing about Markelle Fultz.
Wow.
Well, I wanted
were ready
the
for
the
this.
Celtics to draft him,
Yeah.
but like I didn't like. Okay.
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, I say a lot of things. I
Yeah.
mean, not everything I say is
Matt-
gonna be right.
Yeah.
I mean, I was listening to a podcast yesterday. You said there's no way the Raptors make the finals, and they won the championship.
How
So,
long ago was that?
That was like 3 weeks ago,
Yeah, right.
right before the playoffs started.
Yeah, I don't.
It
That's
was.
fake news.
That's not fake news.
Check the polls. All right.
But I think he's.
Check
I think his
the
game
polls.
translates really well, and I think he's going to be a beast. Once he puts on a little bit of weight, he's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see him.
So Lakers draft DeAndre Hunter, but where he actually went where?
Atlanta.
To the Hawks.
Yeah.
They did. They had a good draft. The Hawks didn't they get?
Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish too. They had a good
10th
draft.
Yeah.
Darius Garland, there were rumors, the Celtics were going to go after him. He went to the Cavs. I like that combo guard, Sexton and him.
Yeah.
They're a little raw,
Nice
but
young
because
team.
Garland's a shooter and
Yeah.
Sexton's a defender, so I feel like they're going to work well together. Were there any picks stand out to you, Christian?
I mean, I kind of wanted the Celtics to get Nazir Little.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was
fell.
there a lot.
He really
yeah.
fell
He
down.
fell.
I think he just they
Bobo
were saying he's
fell,
like a
too.
top 10 talent.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Jaylen Brown. To me, he's Jaylen Brown 2.0.
Yeah, which isn't it's probably better than what Romeo
Romeo
hell his name-
Langford.
Romeo
Romeo
Lang-
and Julie. Yeah.
Well, so a lot of people were saying, I know James Stewart from Felger was saying that he thought,
I know.
he thinks the Celtics are drafting for another
The
team.
Rockets.
There were rumors that the Rockets wanted Romeo Langford, so possibly he might be involved in the deal
Yeah, I
for
mean,
Capella.
I don't know. I mean,
Can I?
I kind of want him to take a shot at Bol.
I did too. I mean, you had 4 picks.
He's 7'3".
Yeah.
He can defend. He can shoot the three. I mean, how do you not take a chance?
I think they're
on
just.
a guy
I think
like
people
that?
are worried about his foot, but
Yeah,
why?
but
Just waste a
I mean,
second
look
round
at the
pick.
potential that's there.
Yeah.
7'3", he can shoot threes. And
I mean, we signed Taco.
how do you
Taco
not?
Fall.
But he
won't make
the team.
He's just a
Come
circus
on.
act.
It's an Exhibit 10.
Great
contract.
player.
Yeah, I'm excited.
He's
to see
gonna be in training
Carson
camp.
Edwards. Carson
Who?
Edwards. I feel like Carson Edwards, like under Brad Stevens, could be like that point guard if Rozier leaves. They kind of take that role, like just instant offense off the bench. I don't know. But to be honest, no one knows. Like we're not gonna know for 3. You
What
can
about-
say
No,
whatever.
I
you
mean,
want
there's
about the
always
draft.
going to be those guys that.
What about
Come
Grant
on.
Williams?
Grant, I don't hate the pick.
I don't know.
He's a big guy, big body.
When they drafted Grant Williams, I almost turned it
Why?
on.
What's wrong?
Same.
What's
he's
wrong?
un-
Wait,
he's just undersized power. He's 6'7", power forward.
yeah, but the NBA's undersized now. You got guys 6'7"
he's
playing
small.
center. I mean,
He's very small for the league. I don't know.
Grant
I don't-
Williams,
You're
the
that
first
mad about
words
a
out of my mouth
22
were,
pick?
That's a shame.
That's
I mean,
what I
you
said, too.
picked 22. Who the fuck are you gonna get? He
Nazir
won.
Little.
Didn't he win MVP
Yeah, Nazir
SEC
Little.
2
Who's gonna
years
be
in a
better,
row?
Nazir
Okay, let me
Little
ask
or
you that.
Grant Williams?
If that was football, that means
Yeah,
something.
you saw that on
I
some
did
TV.
on
Someone
Program Mad.
said
It's
that.
so
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
But
Like,
I'm
who
just
gives a
saying, he
fuck?
was obviously a decent player.
I mean, everyone who was drafted was in college.
Okay. All right.
You wouldn't be a decent
Yeah,
player
that's
if you didn't
obviously
get
that's
drafted.
true.
All right.
I don't know.
You seem frustrated.
Well, I'm not. I just your points you make don't make sense.
All I'm saying is that they
You come at me,
You're
but,
hating
like-
this guy. He hasn't even played a game yet.
I'm just a negative person in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I'm saying I'm optimistic about him.
Well,
All right.
You drink the Kool-Aid, the green team. That's fine. I see. You know, I'm not a follower. You know.
Okay.
I see things.
Any other thoughts on the draft you want to get before we move on to like free agency? What's going on there?
No, I mean, it was really, for the most part, a 3-player draft.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything after that was terrible.
Yeah. So let's move it on to free agency.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously nothing's happened yet because what does it start June 30th? They moved it up a few days.
Yes.
A report came. I think it was Shams said Horford's going to sign a 4-year, $112 million contract with an undisclosed team.
Good.
Next
Get
week.
out. See you later.
That's not nice.
Goodbye.
That's
No,
not
I'm
nice.
happy for Al.
I am too. I mean,
I think he should go win his ring
you know what I find weird?
because he's not going to win it here. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
You know what I find weird? We all, the three of us at least, and a lot of Celtics people, didn't believe Kyrie was coming back, right?
I'm
Like
happy
right-
he's
like right
not.
now?
Jeez.
No, like even before. Like
We could see it coming.
we didn't think he was coming back. Some of us didn't want him back. I find it weird how like all of a sudden we knew he was not coming back, and all of a sudden it's like we weren't expecting it. Everyone's freaking out.
No, I think it was like a 50-50 chance, and then like seeing how the season went and how it finished, everyone.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
it's
saying.
over.
But we knew for a while, end of the season, like
I
we
think
were
this is
expecting
the
this.
thing.
Why is everyone
When the
freaking
playoffs
out?
started, I said, okay, let's see. First round, they swept. I said, okay,
Yeah.
let's see what they can do. And then by the time that second series got going, they
Yeah.
still lost
Well, no, I think-
4 straight. And I could see Kyrie playing. I said, no,
I think
that's it.
I think the reason people were freaking out because even though if Kyrie left, people was like, oh, we still might get Anthony Davis, and Horford hadn't and then Horford announced he was leaving, and Davis got traded.
I think
Now
Horford
people
leaving really set it off.
See, I never believed we'd get Davis if we didn't have Kyrie because I think it's just too big of a risk. Like he wouldn't stay unless we had Kyrie. I think what stung a lot of people was Horford because I don't think
That's
people
what
were
it was.
expecting
That's what
that.
set it off.
Well, honestly, like I think it's better if he leaves because we're obviously
I
not
do,
winning a
yeah,
championship.
I agree.
So
go
might as
younger.
well free up that money,
Yeah.
develop the young guys, and Horford, best of luck. He's a pro's pro. Go get that ring.
I'm not gonna lie, like I was talking to Luigi at work the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually very excited for this season
Oh, I am too.
because like
I think the teams that have no expectations
Exactly,
and
Christian.
overachieve
We're-
are much more
how
enjoyable to
fucking
work.
terrible was
The
this season?
to watch? The tickets get cheaper.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
They
You
weren't
kidding
fun
me?
to watch.
No,
the
they're
body
not.
language was terrible. We're gonna
It
have
was
a
the
young
most
team.
unlikable team.
Yeah.
Now
this
you
is
have
the
a young team.
Most unlikable team I can ever remember
Now,
watching.
now you have a young team. You can see them develop
Yeah.
through the years. See the potential in them. You can see them get better.
That team when they went to Game 7 versus Cleveland was such a fun team.
Oh
to
yeah,
watch.
and,
that'll be
and
this
hopefully
team
we'll get
again.
it back. So
Now-
I'm happy.
The big rumor floating around is that Danny Ainge is freeing up cap space to sign
Let's get
Vucevic.
something up. That's what we've come to. Nikola
I
Vucevic.
don't know. I don't like that.
I don't.
I don't.
wouldn't-
That,
That's
I
what
listen,
we've
wouldn't. I wouldn't invest.
He's
in
a
him.
good-
Anthony
he's a good
Davis
player,
to it. Nikola
He's a
Vucevic.
B player.
he's what we're gonna like give a max contract to.
No,
I would.
See, I'd rather give it to D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell's
He's better.
23 years old.
he's better.
He's
He's
shown
23.
incredible like
Yeah, he's the young
improvement in the years
he's
he's had in the
getting
league.
better.
I think he's a guy you give that money to.
Yeah, no, I do too. I think
How old is Vucevic?
28.
28.
Yeah,
He's
give it to
old.
Russell.
You know what I'm saying?
Give it to
And he
Russell.
just became an all-star. Like he's a good player, but he's like your third, fourth guy.
Yeah, I agree. He's
Like-
your third, fourth best player. Like
I'd rather
if your
trade for
team's good.
Capella.
If you sign Russell, Rozier's gonna want to leave. So
I don't. I'm not he can go. You can find 20
No, I know.
Terry
I
Roziers in
know.
the
I
league.
agree with you.
You know what I'm
just
saying?
If we
Yeah,
get him.
but like he's not anything
Yeah.
special. And
Yeah,
but
I'd rather give the money to D'Lo.
a lot of
Yeah,
people
for
are
sure.
saying loading's either probably might go to the Suns.
No, that'd be.
Or,
Actually, the Suns are
that
kind of
Booker
building
and him,
something.
yeah, or the Timberwolves. I guess Cat wants him over there. But hopefully,
that team
if
will
I'm
go
Danny, if you're freeing up all this cap space, He's got to be signing someone. I mean, why are you cutting Baines and all these players to free up?
And
this
they
money?
literally gave the Suns a free pick.
Yeah,
probably just to have one less guy
because
to pay.
this free agency next year is going to suck. There's no one like around, so it must be for this year.
It's gotta be.
So I mean,
and especially if they're in a rebuilding stage, they have to do it this year.
and that's why I'm saying Russell. He's 23.
Boston fans are not patient. So
Yeah,
he's gonna make a move.
but yeah, I'm not freaking out. I was a little like angry when it initially happened, then I kind of settled down. The draft, I don't give a shit about.
Well, that's why. Like, what were we gonna expect? We weren't getting the 3 players that were in the top of the list. What were we expecting?
3-person draft, and I'm sure there'll be 2 or 3 guys that were picked late that end up being good, and then we'll say, "Oh wow, you didn't pick him," like Giannis or whatever. But how about the rest of free agency? Let's talk about the Lakers, Christian. We haven't talked about the Anthony Davis trade, so the Pelicans got a big return, great return to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, Ingram, Hart.
Not all those guys go when they
Lonzo.
could have kept them and just signed Davis the next
I know,
year.
that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what so in a way, Danny Ainge, screwed him a little bit.
Put the pressure on.
But the Pelicans are gonna have a good team. But the Lakers,
Yeah.
So they're freeing up money. They need a little more to sign another max guy. Now here's my thing though. If I'm the Lakers,
Yeah.
you have Anthony Davis and LeBron. Do you need a third guy?
And Kuzma. I think Kuzma's the third guy.
I think you need to use that $30 million to sign role players.
JJ
That's why
Redick,
if they
Danny
just
Green,
if they
Pat
just stay
Beverly,
as this team, they sign role players.
DeAndre Jordan.
I still don't see them coming out of the West. I don't see
I
them
don't know.
winning.
I think it depends
If the Warriors
how
are
they fill up.
decrepit.
I think it depends how
Yeah,
they
that's
fill up the
why
roster.
it's really not fair to say right now.
No.
I don't
until
think-
free
No, they
agency,
need
you
to
can't
fill out
judge
the
over.
roster. That's what I'm saying.
After free agency, you asked me the same question.
But
I'll give
as
you an
of
answer.
now, I don't see them win. Like people are saying, "Oh, they're the favorite. They're winning."
Yeah.
No,
I don't know
I
if
don't
they
see it.
let's say they go out and they get shooters. Like let's say they go out and get like
That's
Danny
all they
Green.
need.
Well, then it's a
is
different
shooters.
If they go
story,
out and
but-
get like Redick and Danny Green, and they get like friggin' Patrick Beverly and like someone who can
Yeah,
play
then
center,
you're talking.
then like, or if they make a trade like for someone, I don't know if they can.
But
have
if
anything
they're
else to
going
trade,
out
but
signing like these
I think
veterans, I don't know.
Here's the thing: you sign Kemba Walker with $30 million. How much more is Kemba Walker going to elevate you? You know what
None.
I'm saying? Like
Kemba would never do that because he wouldn't be the main ball.
exactly.
Because he got LeBron.
The only argument people have with signing a third guy is to lessen LeBron's usage.
I think you get the third guy in Kuzma, dude.
That's what
Kuzma-
I'm saying.
If they're gonna get a third guy, it's gonna be a defensive guy like a Jimmy Butler to take the defensive heat off LeBron.
He'd
so
be
he can have more
he'd
energy
be a good
on
signing,
offense.
but still, it's like
Who did they
you
draft?
need money to sign these other guys too.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have no bench.
I want Jimmy Butler in Boston. I'd
Yeah.
love to see him in a Celtics uniform.
Yeah, Christian's been hard. I mean, maybe
If we
You
get
never
Russell,
know.
Butler,
I
that'd
could
be a
see.
nice.
You know what I
Capella,
think?
that'd be a nice
You know what I
little
think might happen with Jimmy Butler? I get 2 takes on him. I think he's doing one. I think he's going to 2 places. Jimmy Butler.
Wow,
If
two
he
places at once?
if he doesn't stay in Philly,
Yeah.
if he leaves, I think he's going to want to 2. I think he's either going to Houston because I think they dump Capella and bring in Jimmy
I think
Butler.
he's gonna be in Houston.
And
Do
I
they
think-
have money to pay?
Ooh,
him?
if they trade
They
Capella,
don't-
they,
oh, yeah.
and I think that locker room, Jimmy Butler, Chris Paul, and Harden,
Yeah.
or I think he's going to go to Miami.
Really.
I think Miami would pay.
I
out the
could see
nose.
that too, but I think the Rockets are the
I think
most
I
like,
think
I
either
can see him
Houston,
there.
either Houston or Miami.
And that's a good fit for them. They need a guy like him. What was the other? Yeah, I mean,
It'd be
so
a
yeah,
small team,
I'd like the Celtics to get Capella, just because like we need a fucking center now.
Well, it wouldn't
we
do
got
anything.
Daniel
I
Tice.
hear Steven Adams is on the block.
I
too.
heard that too. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'd take either
That's
of
a
them. They
shame.
both probably make the same amount of money. I like Adams better, but I feel like we'd have to give up more to get him.
Yeah, I feel like you can get Capella for like maybe Romeo Langford and like Time Lord.
Why would the Thunder trade him? That's maybe
He
the
makes-
money.
he has a big
yeah,
contract.
that's probably the money.
And like they like their team sucks, like their bench.
They need shooters.
Kinda.
Yeah,
It's just amazing. I mean, what went from a team in the Celtics that
1 year.
we're gonna own the conference for the next decade to now
Yeah.
a team that's rebuilding. It's
Only
ridiculous.
NBA is the only like you just flips
Yeah,
like that.
It's
Man.
amazing.
One player.
It's a shame.
Like the Cavs, like it flips. It's amazing.
I
One
don't know
player
if
makes
I
a difference.
would
dude.
call it a full rebuild.
I would.
Partial.
Alright.
You're
It's
losing
like
your.
partial.
You're
It's a
losing.
retool.
You're losing arguably your 2 most impactful players.
Yeah,
It's not a
but you
rebuild.
you already
Yeah.
have young
It's just
pieces.
a
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
not
but
like we got to go into the
The
draft.
whole thing of
and-
rebuilding is going young.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
put it
what
this
they're
way:
doing.
if Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum aren't all-star players, we're in trouble.
Oh, for sure.
Like if Jason's
it's a big, very big possibility too.
Like if in 3 years, if Jason Tatum's not like a top 10 player in the league,
I think
we're fucked.
I think they both have way too big of egos.
Well, I think we're forgetting how good
Brown.
Jason Tatum is because of how much
year.
of a step back he
Yeah.
had to take because of this Kyrie thing and because of Hayward's minutes.
Well, now's the time. Like if he has a bad season this year, or like one he did this year, he needs to have a good season this season.
I'm very excited to see G. Hayward running the offense.
I can't believe I get a.
I'm actually serious.
What a mistake.
He'll probably
think of the money he's taking up.
But
Just
like,
let him
hang
go.
on.
Get rid of him.
You can't do.
Kyle.
You're still gonna have to pay him, Christian.
So
But like,
he kind of ruined that locker room. Guys,
All
were
right,
he
no,
did.
no, no,
no,
Look
no.
what we did in the first year when he was
understand.
injured.
That was. I think
that
the Jackie
angered-
McMullen thing.
I think it angered. I mean, if I was Jaylen Brown, I'm like, this guy can't even walk. He can't play defense. He's getting minutes
but
over
Brad
me.
would have done that. Like Jackie McMullen said, Brad would have done that to any of those guys that got hurt.
But it's just like I think it stirs people the wrong way because people know the relationship they used to have.
That was definitely
you know
an
what it
issue.
is? I'm going to be honest.
But Kyrie was
you know
still
what
an
part
issue.
of it probably
that
is?
started it.
I
that
think
started it.
Kyrie was mainly just frustrated because people pointed fingers at him.
Yeah.
But I bet it was really Gordon Hayward.
Well, he
What do you
probably
mean?
thought he was getting another superstar in Hayward, and he's like, this guy blows.
Grow up. That's life. Like,
Well,
what do you?
Oh, I mean, you're
what-
talking
what-
about
like-
Kyrie here. Did you hear the story about him? What does government mean to you, Brad? Did you guys hear that story?
No.
You guys haven't heard that?
Felger and Maz kept
Okay,
saying
no,
it.
this I couldn't. I'll tell it right here.
We'll talk
So,
about-
no, it's good. It's funny. So he walks in the film room, right? He's the first guy there, right?
this is the beginning of the year.
No, this is like at some point during the season. This is a true story. He walks in the film, first guy there. Only Brad's there, right? And no, a couple other coaches, right? And Brad goes, "Good morning." First thing Kyrie says, "What does government mean to you?"
You could have
Who
been
said?
kidding me.
Who said this?
Kyrie.
No, but who knows?
Doug Gottlieb. He talked to one of the other coaches in the room.
I mean,
I believe
this
it.
guy's completely gone. I mean,
Yeah.
He's-
And then Brad gave an answer like, "Oh, I don't know. What does it mean to you, Kyrie?" And Kyrie's like, "Control." Like, what? Like,
see you later.
Not good morning. Not how are the kids? Oh, let's work on the pick and roll. Oh, we get the Lakers.
Yeah.
What does government mean to you?
Very
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe that like players were a little frustrated that Hayward was getting minutes. But like that's not the only thing. I mean,
Well, I think that
it was a
started it.
whole combination.
They should have
of
kept
things.
him out all of last year.
I
They should have. They should have had him 2 years to rest.
I think you got to work him back,
No.
but I think he got way too many minutes. Like, there's no way he should have been
He
starting.
did. I
game
think
one.
by like
There's no way he should have started.
70% of the season, but see, I think they were just hoping that once the playoffs hit. But
he should just get out. Seriously,
I-
he's
I-
ruining everything.
I don't like him.
You get young
but
guys.
It's not his fault.
I know.
Yeah, it
Christian.
is.
Like
Yeah,
all
it
these
is.
things that have happened are not in anyone's control.
Dude, he's got no confidence.
Danny Ainge
Oh,
had
he-
no idea
it's
that
just-
He's got no
Kyrie was a
confidence.
dickhead. No, he had no idea
He's
Hayward was
gone.
going to go down
Hayward's
5
will
minutes
never be
into
the
the
player.
thing.
He's completely. He's
know.
not.
I think you can't judge him off the first season back.
No, he sucks. I don't like him.
I don't
He's
like
one of
him
my.
either.
He's one of
I
my
don't
least
like
favorite.
him. I don't like him either.
He's probably my
He's
least
so-
favorite player.
Why
on
don't you
the
like
whole
him?
team.
He's slow.
Because
He
he
can't play
sucks.
defense.
He's
not
hard
good.
to watch.
Put it this
He friggin'
way.
blows.
Like, honestly, like, if he would, like, just made no money, I don't know if I'd like him either. And the fact
I'm
that he
gonna be
makes
honest.
$30 million,
I'd
makes
rather.
him so
I'd
much-
rather just give him away. I'd rather pay the money and have him not play.
I
You
don't like
kidding me?
watching him. I just don't like
I
him.
think he's a very good
I
player.
actually dread watching him this year.
I think
It's-
he's
it's
crafty.
painful.
I think he can shoot it. He can pass it. He's one of the best
No, he can't.
passers.
I don't know.
He's
I
one of the
disagree.
best passers in the league.
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward.
I think
I don't know, man.
I think that was. I've said it before. I think the whole.
I gotta be
The
honest.
worst
Can I
contract.
can
in
I say
sports.
something?
Gordon Hayward.
Like when obviously we signed him, he was very good, but I think even then he was overrated. Like he
Of
was
course he was.
a good player. Don't get me wrong,
That was all they had. The
but
Jazz.
like borderline all star, like borderline, like B player.
Not anymore.
Like now he's like a C minus.
I hope he never is the same.
Gordon, if you listen to this podcast, I'm sorry.
I don't.
You know that they're attacking you because you got
it's
injured.
Nothing. I mean, you
None-
get injured, he can't
It's
control
not his.
it.
It's
but-
it's not his fault.
Yeah, but we're not
But-
saying that. It's
but-
just he's.
Yeah, but
saying
you're
the
at,
reality.
you're saying he sucks
He
because
does.
but he's because he's injured.
Yeah.
No, not because he's injured.
Well, I think he was overrated
because
before.
I totally disagree.
Look what he did in the playoffs.
But I think
After the injury.
No, he had. That's
You're saying he was bad
Celtics
before,
fans
which
are
I
using that as
completely
an
disagree
excuse
with.
way too much. It was an injury. Come playoff time,
no
he had months. He had a whole year to recover and get back in the groove. That's no excuse. A guy like that, I can understand if you signed someone else. Gordon Hayward.
Why don't you snap your leg?
He's very
20.
soft.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean,
I'm sorry.
I hope he's not in the league in a few years.
That's
I'm not
nice.
rooting for him at all.
Put it this
If
way,
he goes down again, great.
I'm embarrassed to have a Gordon Hayward jersey.
So am I.
I might put duct tape on
Can
it.
I have it?
For money, yeah. I
No.
wouldn't give
Why
it
would
for
you
free.
sell
Throw it
for
in the
money? You said
trash.
he's not worth
Well,
money.
it's a expensive jersey.
Guy
Yeah,
sucks.
according to you, he sucks. Probably not
He
worth
does.
anything.
He does. I feel
Does
bad.
suck.
My mom bought that
30
jersey for me. I would
points
not have bought
versus
it.
30 points with Jared Dudley guarding him. Then the next game he has 2 points.
Jeff Green.
Go
Jeff
fuck
Green
yourself,
2.0. Jeff Green. Gordon
so-
Hayward's Jeff Green.
I'll tell you what.
He's worse. I'd
He's
rather
worse.
have Jeff Green.
At least Jeff Green give you a dunk or two, right?
He is.
Jeff
He'll
Green.
throw down a few, huh?
Dude, remember when he
Get a
40 against
40-point game. When does
Miami?
Gordon Hayward get 40?
Never.
Screw him.
It's true. Good. I don't like G. Hayward. Dude, honestly, like, I know. No, never mind. I was gonna say something.
So I mean, I really like the Conley trade for the Jazz.
No,
I think that's
it
a
doesn't
really
do anything to their
that's a
team,
great
but-
backcourt.
Well,
They still won't win a ring, but
I think
it
now
does nothing.
I think now they can get to the second round.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I know
That's even not a given.
I gotta be
Conley's
honest.
on his way out in his career.
the
so-
Grizzlies got nothing, dude. They got Corver, who's gonna retire in like a year. They got Crowder, who blows.
Yeah, they got rid of the contract.
Now they have
Yeah,
Jaren
that's true.
Jackson and Ja Morant.
I like that.
That's
a
a
good-
nice too.
I like
I'll
that.
take that.
But no, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a nice trade for Utah. Obviously, they're not a contender.
No,
But like,
it does nothing.
They-
to their team.
Why
I
do we
think-
do the podcast then? If we like
well, I'm just. Well, that's the
It's the
NBA.
truth,
None of it
though.
matters.
It's
If
the
you don't, if you don't
truth.
have one of the top 5
Yeah,
players in the
RJ,
league, none of it
okay,
matters.
the
That's the thing
Browns
with the
Browns
NBA.
got Odell and all
Well, that's
all
a
these
whole
guys. You
different
said
league.
they're not going to win.
They're not.
But
Whole
you
different
still
league.
talk about them being
The
decent.
NBA.
Well, 'cause
the
they have a
NBA.
chance.
There's
They have a
three-
chance to win the
there's
Super Bowl,
3 to
Matt.
5 teams.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
NFL is just completely.
You didn't even
different
believe
league.
they were going to make the playoffs.
I don't, but dude, the
NFL
NFL,
is
anything
so
can happen.
different. And that's why the NFL is the best league.
It is.
The best.
Anyone
league in
can win.
sports.
I'm sorry,
There's-
but like, it's the NBA is nice. Oh, we get good players. It's fun to watch.
It's
But at the end of the
drama.
day,
it's the Real Housewives.
I could.
of the
There's 3
NBA.
teams that like you could pick
That's what
every
it is,
year
every
before
year.
the season.
And this year
If
it'll
you don't-
probably be the same
and
thing.
if you don't have a
oh,
top
it's
fi-
wide open. What 5
Then
teams?
why are we doing the
5
podcast?
Teams?
If you don't have a top 5 player in the league, you don't have a chance.
No, exactly.
Or the NFL, like when the year the
I mean,
the
do you
Eagles.
think the Jazz?
The
like,
Eagles-
No, I
Conley
don't think the
are
Jazz
now
are going to win the
contenders?
title, but I like
But
to talk about
The
it.
Eagles lost the MVP of the league in Carson Wentz and still won the Super Bowl with their backup quarterback. Before the season, people might not have even had them making the playoffs. Like anything can happen year to year. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah.
out of nowhere, MVP season. Like anyone can win. Same with the NHL. That's like the only thing about the NBA is like you.
That's why
know.
the NBA right now,
It's very
I'd say number
predictable.
3 in 4 major sports.
Yeah. No, dude, I look football. Yeah, I don't know. I'll leave it at
The
that.
popularity, it's probably 1, but
Yeah,
the way it's run, I don't know. The NHL is coming off 2 great.
dude, I love the
years.
NHL, dude. The
Not
NHL
like I
playoffs,
watch it, but
the
the
intensity,
playoffs. I mean,
very
come on.
intense.
Playoffs.
The best team in the
Playoffs.
league, the best team in the league got swept in the first round.
Yeah,
Anyone
I
can
mean,
win.
Do you think that happened?
All right, what's next? But yeah,
Well-
no, Utah will lose in the second round. That's fine.
You know,
Is
if
that
they
it?
If they make the playoffs.
If they make it, they might not make it. You're right. The West is tough.
Well, that's ridiculous.
I can give
They
you
made the
18.
playoffs last year and they
Yeah.
got better, and they're not going to make the playoffs.
I mean,
Well,
there's a lot of other good
Conley's on his way. Conley's like this. Now he's starting to
Yeah.
go like this. It's a true.
I mean, the West is wide open.
He's seen his best years.
What team? Okay, so you say that they're definitely going to make the playoffs.
Yep.
You say the Lakers would definitely make the playoffs, right?
Okay.
If the Clippers get Kawhi, who's going to get bumped out?
Well, let me look.
I mean, you'd say maybe the Spurs, but like, who? Jazz, Spurs? I'd say
The
that's a
Jazz
coin
will be
toss.
one of the best defensive teams in the
Well-
league next year.
Well, I don't think that matters too much at the end of the day. I mean, who's going to get bumped out? You say maybe the Spurs, but like that's a
don't
Jazz,
know.
Spurs,
The
that's a coin
Spurs,
flip.
I
the
still think-
Thunder,
I still think Golden State's.
the
gonna be
Warriors
right
are going
there.
to drop.
They'll still be right there though.
Yeah, they'll make the playoffs.
I'm sure if they'll make the playoffs. Clay will come back in the playoffs. Don't be surprised if they're back in the final. That rain ain't over yet.
rain has just begun. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I got.
But
I don't
mean,
even
I
know
don't know.
if I want to get into anything else.
I think we've angered RJ a little bit. The G Hayward
Come
talk.
on,
Oh no, I'm just being like honest.
yeah, we're
Like, I'm just
being
being
real.
realistic.
I mean,
but
the people wanna hear
sometimes
the
like
truth,
you don't
you know?
need
Yeah.
the honesty
Where do you
to
hear
have an
this?
analysis.
What do you want to? I mean, what if we just said, "Oh,
Everything's
gonna
wonderful.
Be, everything's on
The
the,
Jazz
up
are
and up.
contenders.
The
They got
Jazz-
Conley.
Gordon Hayward will be a
I mean,
25
I like-
point scorer. I mean, people don't want it. They want to hear the truth.
I know. I tell
I
how
don't
it
know.
is,
I
yeah.
don't know how coming off last year you could have any hope in Gordon Hayward. I don't. He has
Yeah,
given
because
you no
it's just-
proof.
He hasn't shown you anything.
Because it
If
was
he-
his first year. He had
If-
glimpses.
What did he have in the playoffs in the second round?
I think
did he score double
0.
digits at all?
Can I look at it?
He
You know,
made no. We
I'm not ready to count this guy out after his first year back from an injury like that.
It says a lot about his character.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
no, I don't know. He didn't show you much, dude. I mean,
Yeah, not at all.
And
Look
no,
at Paul
here's the thing, he
George
might
in his
never be the
first year.
same.
Wouldn't he put up 28 games?
What'd you say?
he might never be the
Might.
same.
Can we see another year?
Yeah, sure. Give him another
So
year.
obviously
I'm
you,
just giving
you
my
believe there's a
opinion. I don't
chance
think-
if you said might.
So I think it's a
Well,
slim
of course,
chance.
anything's possible.
Anything's
but
possible.
Yeah.
it's- I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see the guy breaking
but
through.
I don't like him either.
No, he's not a likable guy. So.
All right, so let's move on.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Kawhi?
Yeah.
Star of the league.
Christian
Yes.
Yeah.
Love
believes
You know my
he's returning
answer.
to Toronto.
Yeah.
If I had to lean towards something, I'm gonna go with you
Thank you.
I'm
because-
starting to believe he might be
because
up
he's
in
still there
Toronto.
too.
Yeah.
He's been hanging
Going to the
around.
Blue
He's-
Jays game. I mean,
Yeah.
He's hanging out with Ibaka all the time.
Mhm.
Going to the Blue Jays
that's what
game.
they said after that parade. I mean,
However,
it's tough.
I think it might be a 1-1 deal,
Oh,
which is
that's what
smart.
you're
Which is
saying.
smart for him because
Yeah.
then the team's probably not going to compete after this next year.
Well, if Kawhi comes back and they bring back the same group, I mean,
Yeah, because
Oh yeah.
they could
But
definitely-
the year
only-
after, I'm saying it might be
Yeah.
with Lowry will be up there and some Gasol will be a expiring
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah, this whole time I thought he's definitely going to Clippers, but now, like after seeing this, I think he might do the 1-1 in Toronto,
Mhm.
and then go to the Clippers next summer.
like I said, all over.
And like, if you're the Clippers, like, do you still bring in a big time free agent? Like,
I think you wait because if he signs a 1-year deal,
Yeah.
then you
Yeah.
wait.
but what if you bring like Horford and like knowing he's going to come in a year?
Yeah.
Like that, I think Horford might be going to the Clippers.
You think that's who they gave it to?
yeah, I think.
could-
Well, if he goes there, I think that confirms that Leonard's probably going back to the Raptors. Do they have enough money to
I think,
sign
yeah,
two max
I
guys?
think they do. They have literally, like, who did they?
Really?
They're paying no one.
yeah.
Like, they have no one they're really paying
Okay.
any big money to.
I'd like him to go to the Clippers. I think that'd be a nice.
That's what I
offer.
think. I mean,
Horford.
what would it be? It'd be Lou Williams, Horford, Kawhi, Montrezl
Beverly,
Harrell.
Gallinari.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
a solid team. I don't know who they drafted this year, but
That's
Your wife.
episode 25. That's it. NBA free agency coming at you quick.
Yeah.
All right.